There's a truth so deep, so disruptive, that once it lands in your awareness, you will never see your life the same way again. Nothing around you is truly real, until you decide it is. The world you live in is not solid. It is not fixed. It is not a pre-written script you're forced to read. It's an unfinished canvas, waiting for you to paint it. With your attention, with your focus, with your presence. This isn't just poetic language. It's science. Quantum physics shows us that reality itself changes when it is observed. In the now famous double-slit experiment, scientists discovered something strange. When electrons weren't being watched, they behaved like waves, existing everywhere at once, scattered across infinite probabilities. But the moment an observer entered the equation, those same electrons collapsed into particles, into form, into something tangible. The simple act of observation changed the outcome. Pause, soft shift in tone. And if this already resonates with you, if some part of you feels the truth in it, take a second to subscribe. Not for the algorithm, but so you can keep returning to messages that align you with the version of yourself you're becoming. You are not a passive witness to a movie you didn't choose. You are the one holding the camera. You are the one deciding which scene will play next. More than the observer, you are the collapser, the one who chooses out of all infinite possibilities, the one that will solidify into your lived reality. And yet, most people live as though the world is already decided, as if what they see today is all there will ever be. They wake up each morning and replay the same thoughts, the same emotions, the same reactions. Over and over, they keep observing what is. And by doing that, they keep recreating it. Not because they want to, but because they don't know how to look differently. But what if you did? What if you shifted your gaze away from the lens of limitation and began to observe life through the lens of possibility? What if, instead of scanning for lack, you searched for potential? What if, instead of reacting to the echoes of the past, you responded to the whisper of the future calling you forward? This is the invitation of quantum manifestation. It begins with a single, radical understanding. Reality is not something that happens to you. It happens through you. The quantum field, the invisible ocean of vibrating energy beneath all things, is alive with possibilities. It's not waiting for your words. It's not responding to what you say you want. It's responding to what you consistently observe, with emotion, with energy, with coherence. So I'll ask you, right now, where is your attention? Every moment of your life, your focus acts like a flashlight, cutting through the darkness, illuminating one version of reality over another. Are you shining that light on fear, doubt, scarcity? Or are you turning it toward trust, gratitude, vision? Because here's the truth. Every time you emotionally engage with a thought, you are observing it into being. Every time you dwell on what's missing, you feed it. And every time you tune in to a higher possibility, even one that hasn't yet happened, you draw it closer. The field is listening, not to your words, but to your frequency. The truth is, the reality you experience every day is not fixed. It is fluid. It is alive. and it is constantly reshaping itself around the signal you're sending out, even when you don't realize you're broadcasting it. The world you see is not the cause of your inner state. It is the reflection of it. Like a mirror, the quantum field faithfully reflects the frequency you hold most consistently. Not just when you meditate, not just when you're feeling inspired, but in the quiet, unnoticed moments that make up the majority of your life. Think of it like this. Every thought is a stone dropped into a still pond. Some thoughts barely ripple the surface, while others send waves that travel far and wide, influencing the entire surface of your reality. If you keep throwing in stones of fear, doubt, and frustration, the water distorts. But if you begin to drop in stones of peace, gratitude, and certainty, the surface smooths, the reflection becomes clearer, and what you see begins to match what you truly desire. Dr. Joe Dispenza often says, "Where you place your attention is where you place your energy." And the field, this infinite ocean of possibility, is responding to that placement all the time. Not to your effort, not to your struggle, but to your state of being. This is why so many people feel stuck. They want love, but they keep observing loneliness. They want abundance, but they keep staring at lack. They want freedom, but they keep rehearsing limitations. And the quantum field, neutral, non-judgmental, simply reflects it all back. Here's the shift. When you change what you choose to observe, your life begins to reorganize itself around that new focus. Not instantly, not always in the way you expect, but inevitably. Because observation is not passive. It is an act of creation. The old self wants to measure progress by evidence. It wants proof before belief. But in the quantum world, the order is reversed. First, you believe. First, you observe. Then, the proof arrives. This is not pretending. It's not delusion. It's alignment. It's choosing to emotionally stabilize yourself in the vibration of what you desire before it appears. It's saying to the field, with your focus and your feeling, "This is real for me. This is who I am now." So ask yourself, what am I observing most often? What emotional patterns am I feeding with my attention? Where is my inner camera pointed? If you can begin to interrupt the loop of observing what is, and instead, with gentle consistency, observe what can be, you will start to collapse new realities into form. Not by force, but by focus. Remember, the quantum field doesn't test you. It doesn't hold things back to make you earn them. It responds with precision to your vibration. If your signal is mixed, a little faith, a little fear, the field reflects that mix. If your signal is coherent, pure trust, gratitude, presence, it reflects that too. The more coherent the signal, the faster the reflection. This is why your inner state matters more than any strategy. You could work endlessly, take massive action, and still recreate the same reality. Or you could align your frequency first and let the right opportunities, people, and timing flow toward you. It's not about doing nothing. It's about doing from a place of being. So here is your invitation. For the next day, the next week, the next month, practice being the silent, deliberate observer. When your mind wants to stare at what's missing, gently guide it toward what's becoming. When your emotions want to feed old fears, feed a vision instead. When your body wants to react, choose to respond. The silent observer doesn't need to force. It knows. It trusts that the scene is still unfolding, and the ending will match the frequency it has held all along. And if this message has spoken to you, if it's reminded you that you are not at the mercy of life, you are not here to just watch life happen. You are here to decide how it unfolds. Because in this quantum world, the moment you see it is the moment it becomes real. And if this message has spoken to you, if it's reminded you that you are not at the mercy of life, but the creator of it, then stay connected. Subscribe now so you don't forget what you already know deep down.